So Dave, it's gonna be the day that we bring it back to you. Bye. Here he is, first star man himself.
Hi.
Hello.
Good evening.
Oh, 1 second. Freda, what's your Twitch? Is it twitch.tv/Freda with like 3 years?
Yeah.
I have to turn my laptop on. Ugh. You know it's early in the morning when I haven't got my laptop on. Well, it's not early, but you get my point.
What was that, Freda? You said we want to get a default win for LAGr not turning up. Darn it, the segment's just turned up. Big pricey for it, Welsh man. The myth, the legend.
It's a pity you couldn't cast that game last night, Fred. It was a cracker.
Which game was that?
Want2 DNA in the cup last night.
Oh yeah, yeah. Yeah, I was in the middle of the scrim.
Yeah.
It won.
Let's just say the siege servers were friends with us last night.
Yeah. Not one rehost. I told you wait until the new season was a good idea. Not one rehost.
No, like, it wasn't even Freda's fault last week that it got delayed so
Oh
much.
no, it was just Siege.
No, it was because somebody wanted to host.
Oh yeah, it was
Here
just
we
a shit
go.
show.
Yeah. Street.
Ole ole ole.
Say, LAGr don't even talk. It's just bad manners.
I think no, we're all good.
Hello.
Oh, here he is. Do you actually speak now?
Well, we're waiting on bloody cryo, aren't we? So.
Office, but you can always speak to us.
We were talking strategy, mates.
You don't need to talk strategy, mate.
We gotta set it up, you know?
No, but Street's already said he's throwing this team force.
Yeah.
You weren't supposed to disclose that, Cam.
That was a secret.
God.
I thought we were abandoning this whole game and we were going on a
Yeah,
what
night out
is
to
essentially a
Manchester.
stag night.
Yeah, we're supposed to be going out.
I thought we were going to Russia. I didn't know. I didn't think it was Manchester.
All we know is Street's gonna just teach us the ways of partying and get us destroyed.
Yes, I will show you around the beautiful city of Manchester.
Here's a question: Man United or Man City?
I don't support it either. I support Arsenal.
Arsenal.
Way! Straight. I've got one question for you. One question. What colour's London?
It's always been red, mate. We heard of that.
It's always been blue, buddy. It's always been blue.
Don't know about that. Don't know about that.
Who's the only team in London to win the Champions League?
I mean, you've only existed for a little while. Don't worry, boys.
Still a better trophy cabinet than Arsenal.
Now, I cried when we lost at the Champions League final that night.
Yikes.
But at least you're not from Wales. There's always a plus side to life.
Yeah, so.
That's harsh.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
No wrong with Wales.
No, segments. You know, I was very nice to you last night.
I don't have my boy Conchi to back me up anymore either.
Oh, it's fine. You heard me admit Wales are better than Ireland at football last night. That's all you'll get.
Yeah. I'm quite concerned that you were so happy about going to Oregon, you know?
Why?
Impressive.
We were with us and we were cracked though.
I was just like,
it might be a complete,
I know, honestly,
it might be a complete
I
tactical shit show, but it's gonna be good.
I kind of
well.
forgot Oregon was in it. I thought Oregon was banned from RL, and I was hoping for cafe again.
Yeah, I did one cafe again.
Why
I
would RL
realised
be banned? Why would we have a 6-map map pool? That'd be ridiculous.
Because Smurf, you're weird.
I was considering putting Canal into it for a while.
Oh, right.
Out
Yeah.
with coastline, out with coastline and with Canal.
I'm gonna
Get
head
in
out.
the bin.
Out with
I
coastline
think,
with Canal.
I think we're all ready.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
what side are we starting on? Is this
We're
right?
already
Well,
minutes.
We're
We're
back,
already
right?
minutes.
Okay.
Yeah, I think we're good.
Yes.
Cryo
Ready
is,
to go anywhere, boys?
I will see you. I will see you in the finish line straight. In seconds.
Yes, we will. Yes. Have
Good
fun,
luck.
everyone.
Good luck.
Have fun.
Bye bye.
Alright then, we're live with LAGr versus Team Want2 in the SSL League Game Week 2. First ban coming out here from the defenders is a Thatcher. The default ban, if you're not you don't have anyone specific in mind you want to ban, it's always good to ban him out so you don't have to deal with his EMPs getting rid of all your utility with one fell swoop. LAGr with the second ban coming through is a Jackal ban, in fact. Don't want to have to deal with any pesky foot tracks if you're on a deep roam, so just able to ban him out. Again, not much strategy behind that, just more of a comfort ban. Second ban going through is the Mirror though. LAGr not comfortable playing Mirror on this map obviously, and they don't want to have to face against her if they attack, especially onto the top floors. That is a site where she could just be a real pain to deal with. Echo ban as well is quite common, especially with this pesky yokai bug at the moment where he can somehow just magically make his trays invincible. Now that we have LAGr on the attack and Want2 on defense, they are choosing to go for Bar and Cocktail for their first defensive site. Seems like a rather standard lineup so far from both sides, nothing particularly interesting to comment on. I do like the pick of a Mozzie though from Want2. It allows them to roam more effectively and they can deny that intel gathering from LAGr, as those drones won't be able to fit their way through doorways without getting taken out by the pest. 6-bit comes through though, and it's onto the castle of the Bandit. Bandit not the best on this site. Perhaps the Bandit was just to try and trick them into thinking they were going to the kitchen site instead, when really they're going to the top floor.
Attackers have located a bomb.
Nothing odd here with this setup. Seems to be a standard pixel hold with the my ADS to help protect the shield, but those magnets also should be able to do a lot. It looks like poor ADS placement there. Might be able to get that actually from the window
10 seconds to go.
if you land the shot correctly.
5 seconds to insertion.
The castle as well will be able to eat up utility, but with a sledge in play, it's not the best pick as it can just easily be taken out. Now LAGr here choosing to rappel up onto the roof, a standard attack really. Just really want to take control of the roof first and push down into piano is what most teams like to do. Good here from LAGr is they do seem to be clearing out roamers on the second floor, and there we go. The Mozzie already taken out, that's a C4 from below denied, but I believe there is a second roamer, and there is the LAGr here spotted out by the drone. So they know about him now. Vulcan will be looking to take out this player, just waiting for more information. Perhaps a second teammate to help him pinch out this player inside of Pillar's area now. And here we see Segment's pushing into mining, trying to cut off his rotates. And there you go, he's back. And actually, so Fear is downed from the LAGr. He doesn't seem to know this though, and he is able to get back up. And this time Vulcan wins out the fight. A good use of the withstand ability there. Allows LAGr to get a 2-man advantage now. It's 3 on 5. And with 1 minute and 35 seconds left on the clock, LAGr stand a very good chance at winning this round out with all this time to do all this setup onto the site. Proximity alarm will give out the position of the Ash here, so they know there's someone playing on top of the white stairs. Wumai in the meantime will find an opening kill here for his team onto the Servine, but he is getting pinched out there from the player on white stairs, and there we go. Ash is able to claim that kill for herself. 4 versus 2 now in favour of LAGr. Still a minute to work with as well, so no rush to push onto the site. Castle here in a precarious position will be looking to find a nice kill here. He sees the Ash, misses some shots and dies out to the IQ. Unfortunate play there. Ash pushes straight into the Maestro, misses out, and then Maestro almost finds a second kill for his trouble, but is taken out by the IQ. Good starting round there, dominating for LAGr as Want2 seem a little lost on there, especially their roam game. Both players getting taken out early on allowed LAGr to feel very comfortable in taking out the top floor defense with all that time left. Now this time Want2 are choosing to go to kitchen service and kitchen cooking, often seen as the best or second best site. Not too comfortable on that top floor, so obviously, so switching things up to kitchen might allow them to claim a round win here. Once again, Bandit is 6-picked off onto the Kaid. It's a good pick, as with Thatcher banned, Kaid will be difficult to take out, and on a site such as kitchen, a Bandit tricking is not the best thing in the world, as vertical play will allow him to just easily be taken care of. Want2 here seems to be setting up for a bakery hold, reinforcing this wall with the cast barricade here as well. Yeah, never rotate here to allow them to get back into bakery if they need to, but a cast barricade on this single door will allow someone to play inside a bakery a lot more safely. Smokey having a little fun by himself, just obviously done with all this setup.
10 seconds remaining.
One interesting thing here is how they've reinforced the red corridor walls. Most teams will opt to open up one of these and have a rotate back into sight from the red hallway. Especially if they're setting up these cast barricades here. Normally you have someone playing inside a code check and have a rotate back into sight through the red corridor walls. But as Want2 obviously not choosing to do that. Here we seem to have LAGr setting up for a bakery attack. They have the smoke playing behind the shield, which they'll have to deal with first. One smoke already expended there, only 30 seconds into the round, and his shield is now gone. Flashes also sail out, which should allow the smoke to die here. And Nail tails out from the sledge, and there he goes. The smoke already down. Awful use of utility there. Smoke instantly getting taken down. Not ideal there. But Want2, LAGr already taking full bakery control, and they are now able to open up into the kitchen site. Electrical coming out a bit too late there for the defenders, allows the wall to get fully opened up. Good use of drones as well coming through for LAGr, allow them to spot out the AE player playing inside of the cooking site. But he does manage to win out a beautiful shot there onto the Zofia, so he's now put his team out of 4 versus 4. Gets it up a little bit, and one player actually pushes it into sight and takes care of that. A second there for the Ash, and the fuse is now going down. LAGr will have to cover. That's what looks like the Maestro is pushing up to try and deny. The fuse is down, so LAGr have a map loser fight actually, so it's 3-on-2 in their favour with 35 seconds left to defend this diffuser. Maestro here pushing up from the inside of the site while LAGr pushes into Bakery with a flank. Unfortunately loses out the gunfight to the Thermite, and the IQ also able to find a kill onto the Maestro, allows LAGr to win out that round as well. 2 attacking rounds in a row on Cafe, looking very strong here for LAGr, as Want2 are a little lackluster with their defensive strategies. Service and cooking once again picked out for Want2 after that failed attempt initially. Might be looking to change things up. The Bandit is picked out once again, as well as a Mozzie this time instead of the Smoke. 6th pick though comes out once again off the Bandit onto Kaid. It didn't go very well for them last time, considering the Kaid trick did not work at all, as Thermite is just too quick and the Kaid charge was not in place in time. Bandit would be better, especially considering LAGr did not take any sort of map control whatsoever except for Bakery, so they could Bandit trick safely without anyone coming above to contest them. Mozzie this time instead of the Smoke will allow intel denial, and you could see last round LAGr were very confident with their drone work, able to get those drones into sight straight away, find out all the positions of the defenders and figure out where to plant safely. The Mozzie this time will at least try and slow that down so they can't drone so casually into the site. And the Smoke really didn't work out for them last time.
10 seconds left.
Doesn't seem like we're going to have anyone playing inside of Bakery this time, as the Smoke inside of there was not successful whatsoever.
Attacker's objective is to defuse a bomb.
Now let's see if LAGr switch things up on their attack, or if they will just go for the same Bakery attack. With these repels coming through, it does look like they're going to opt for a full map take, trying to take out any roamers, and there's only one here. You see Doom here on a deep roam inside of Reading by himself though, which will allow the attacker, to pincer him out, and he will not have any support, so he will have to do a lot of work here by himself. Here you can see LAGr already figured out that the entire top floor is safe for them, so they are able to take a cake full control there very easily. Trins now comes through for the Ash, as she is able to figure out the position of any defenders. Unsure of exactly where the LAGr is so far, as the drones have not managed to come into Reading yet, but here she should be spotted out. And actually the Mozzie has also come to support this time. Ash sprints right in, and awful droning there from LAGr allows the LAGr to go hidden, as Mozzie was the only one to get spotted out. Mozzie is refragged though, but LAGr still up here. Does a lot of damage onto the Zofia, takes a lot of damage in return, and he will be rotating back down towards the site. 1 minute and 30 wasted so far, and he will now be playing inside of the Christmas area. LAGr still have plenty of time though to use the vertical play from the Zofia using breach charges and the sledge using his sledgehammer. They will be able to spot out anyone playing inside of the site very easily. In the meantime, LAGr is able to roam back up the brown stairs and take out a nice kill onto the IQ. No more gadgets get spotted out from her this round. Still 1 minute left. LAGr misses a few shots and Sledge able to get the refrag there. Beautifully played by Rexroy, allows his team to get back into the swing of things. Here we go. 45 seconds left and they have 3-on-3. Paki will have to try and open up some wall here, probably the red wall. as Kaid picks up 1 kill onto Vulcan. It's now all down to Pag and Rex. Pag picks up the first kill there, as now it's a 2-on-2 to 30 seconds left. The Thermite will have to open up this red wall so he can try and get a plant down, and then the Sledge will have to cover. Kaid in a good place to deny, as he should be unknown here. He has a C4 as well, which should be able to go out. Here it goes. Might be able to claim a kill. No. Thermite actually wins out the fight against Kaid, so it's now all down to the Maestro in a 1-on-2 with Diffuser going down. Not an ideal spot for him to be in. And then again, Sledge is actually able to win out that gunfight. Not a round that LAGr should have won, really. But they did manage to somehow. Now, 3 rounds in a row for LAGr does not put Want2 in a very desirable position. 3 rounds down on Cafe defense is not something you'd see too often, as Cafe is often seen as a very defender-sided map. Now, Barton Cocktail is picked out once again after the first failed attempt, but also there was 2 failed attempts on the kitchen site. So this time obviously looking to try and sort out their problems on the top floor and see if they can fix it out this time.
Attackers need to locate and defuse
The
bombs.
roam game worked perfectly in the last round, but so maybe they'll be looking to repeat that success. A good pick here from the Valk actually will allow more intel to be gained, and then a C4 could be used from below if LAGr don't find out the roamers. Well, my once again going to be playing at Pixel.
Seconds to insertion. Bomb located by attackers. 5 seconds to go. Attacker's objective is to defuse a bomb.
Now, let's see how LAGr change up their attack this time. A Legion is actually also picked out here. That's a good idea to try and slow down LAGr, as they've been very quick on their take so far. Does seem like a rather similar attack so far. Vulcan here looking to find out any roamers, catch him off in any rotates. He is aware now of LAGr as he sees the bullet traces come through. LAGr takes a slither of damage, but is able to slink away there, back all the way up White Stairs actually. He's abandoned the roam completely, so LAGr, when they drone this out, they should be able to figure this out. However, with no dedicated flank operator on their team, such as a Nomad, any member of Want2 will be able to rotate down, and there we go. The Legion here actually is spotted out, so there was an interesting play, jumps down, but instantly goes back up. LAGr able to find an opening, kill that onto the Ash as she just sprints right into his welcoming arms. In the meantime, up here, Thermite will have opened up the mini-bar walls, so they will be looking to push into Piano. But Mai here actually pushing very aggressively into Piano, and he has spotted that, so we will retreat back to his shield. Vulcan in the meantime is taken down by Legion, so 2 opening picks there for Want2, put them in a demanding lead. Street though with a refrag onto the LAGr, that's a good start for his team, but they still have a lot of work to do to find 4 people. IQ will be able to spot out all the goo mines, so they won't have so much of an effect now. Dark here still contesting from inside of Freezer, and she is actually taken down by Street. A beautiful double kill there will allow LAGr to actually maybe come back from this. Spots out a 3rd tier, and he will be chasing the kill. Castle put very low, and a 3rd there for Street. Excellent plays there, and Diffuser is down. A 4 tagged on from the Thermite, and it's now all down to the Legion. I don't know how they've able to come back from this. Now, Legion crouch walking up the red stairs will actually be taken out straight away by the Thermite. Excellent coverage from LAGr there. Once again, LAGr are winning out rounds that they really shouldn't. Want2 having trouble with their late round game, as they are just able to lose out all these gunfights. LAGr pick up these big plays from Street, especially in that last round, getting 3 kills at the end, just to open up the site and then allow the diffuser to go down. Now, after 4 failed rounds, Want2 will be looking to go for Reading and Fireplace this time. So they haven't chosen to go to, but it's a good idea as they've lost both of their primary sites twice in a row now.
Defenders, protect your bombs from being defused by attackers.
A nice pick here from the Goyo actually will allow them to have shields to peek from behind, and it will also allow them to slow down the attack when it comes to that final push. Goyo perfect for denying a plant as well, just able to use the shields and blow them up. They will deny full areas for the attackers to come into. Now here is the very common setup for the fireplace room, as they just open up all the walls here. This will allow them to, because it's impossible to play inside of the site realistically with the window and having train such a hard place to hold. You'll be looking to hold that site from inside of Reading, so the holes will allow them to see all of the site as well. LAGr here, obviously looking to push from the roof. Gonna take a top floor control first, as the most common thing to do for this site is to hold from above first, cocktail, and then push back down to defend the site for the final push. Vulcan actually already in piano, and he's getting droned into the white corridor. He is aware of the bandit playing at the end of the corridor though. An aggressive piece come out, lose half his health. He will fall back now behind this shield. However, the drone should be able to spot out here that it is a Goyo shield, so the Zofia will be perfect here, as she is able to use those explosives, which she has actually already used, so never mind. Perhaps a grenade instead will be perfect here to try and take out that shield and then blow it up and kill the bandit playing behind it, who has actually managed to fall back now. Both these players playing inside the cocktail, watching each other's backs, and then goes straight swinging wide, and a double kill coming through for him puts his team out of 5-3 advantage. And now with a minute left, they have so much time to set up their final push onto site. Smoke here playing in a very precarious position, not entirely sure why he's here, as you do want him to play safely inside the site. Vulcan in the meantime will find a kill from the white stairs onto one, but is instantly refragged by the Goyo, and nice kill there, trying to salvage the round for Want2. Smoke here looking to flank up the red stairs actually. He is spotted out by the smoke by the sledge, and taken out, all now down to Goyo in a 1 versus 4. No nitro cell either, so he will have to deny this plant using his gun only. He is aware of the plant going down, but is not pushing yet. Diffuser will go down. He is getting flanked from behind, and they're watching from above. Absolutely all angles covered up from LAGr. Perfect setup will allow them to win that round out as well. 5 in a row now. Dominating lead for LAGr. Now once again, Reading a Fireplace chosen for Want2, trying to go for that site once again. But LAGr will be looking to finish off this half perfectly and get a 6th round dominating victory. And then going into their defences, they should feel very comfortable, and then might even be able to get a flawless 7-0 victory if things keep shaping up the way they have.
Attackers need to locate and defuse bombs.
Now let's see if they actually switch up anything in their defense, or if they try to do the same thing. It seems like a rather similar setup, but this time they have gone for a Maestro. This time instead of, I believe they had a smoke as well. They also had a LAGr, which has been switched out onto Legion, I believe. Now Maestro will allow them to gain extra intel. Although last time the attackers didn't push Fireplace whatsoever, so this Maestro cam might not be the most useful unless they decide to switch things up and push Train and try and get a plant down inside a Fireplace this time.
Attackers are moving to defuse a bomb.
Seems to be a similar setup here. On the top floor as well. Yep, obviously just looking to fix their mistakes from last round and then actually win the opening gunfights instead of getting killed straight away. LAGr opting to go for the same push as before. Going to take out these players above and execute onto the site below. This time the Legion is playing very aggressively inside of Piano. It's an interesting gun that he's holding as he is able to take out 2 drones from the attackers. Not the best drone economy, but I've seen worse. It's interesting. Now, in the meantime, so if they here will have dropped, so this goo mine will. Oh, and a beautiful shot there from the bandit to take out Sophia. Just walking straight into those pre-fires. Now, this is a very aggressive position to hold, but he could catch someone out. Trying the same thing again, trying to get the pre-fires, but no one's taking it this time. Sledge has managed to find himself inside a bathroom here, so he will be looking for the bandit. Misses a few shots, unfortunately, misses even more shots, and Ash goes down, so that could be a second kill coming through. Legion here peeking aggressively, trying to finish off this kill. Pag though will refrag onto the wall mine, so it's technically still a 4 versus 4. 4 versus 3 actually, and Ash is getting picked up. So once again LAGr coming back from what did look like Want2 taking a lead. Bandit though will not be wanting to give things up yet, as he does take 1 kill but is instantly refragged using the Goyo shield against him. So LAGr in a 3-on-2 advantage now. However, with the thermite taken off the board, no hard destruction will be used, but it was not too helpful in the last round, so LAGr are still looking quite comfortable. Able to use the sledge to open up vertical holes to try and find out players in sight, such as Cam here. He should get taken out, but how does he win that gunfight? It's interesting plays there. It's now all down to the Ash and the IQ in a 2-on-2, and Want2 actually could be looking to win out this round. Street though will be taking 1 player out, and then he will have to go in for the plant. It's now all down to the Maestro in a 1-on-2 as the Ash is looking to cover from above. And there you go, LAGr win out the round. The Caster's Curse coming through, as I say, as Want2 could win the round, but LAGr once again clutching it out. So they have a flawless half so far. Street really with these excellent plays. 12-1 so far, really leading his team into this victory so far. Now LAGr will be hoping to finish things up now on a flawless map, 7-0, and as they are going to defense now, it should be very, very possible. Cocktail is the first site picked out here. Maestro, Jaeger, Might, Valk, and Vigil, a good composition here of the operators.
Attackers need to locate and defuse bombs.
Now I wonder if they will have this by playing at the pixel corner. Yeah, here it is, setting up the shield. The most common thing you'd see nowadays is just have a Wamai playing behind this extremely strong shield, place these magnets around the cigar lounge room, and that will allow them. They allow the Wamai to protect his shield and then able to play there very safely. Trying to find the perfect position here for the shield, trying
10 seconds to insertion.
to just so they can stop the shield from getting destroyed by any projectiles that might come through, such as a grenade from the sledge.
Attacker's objective is to defuse a bomb.
A good pick here actually from Want2 is the Capital. This will allow them to use the firebolts to try and take out anyone in a position such as the Pixel corner. It looks like LAGr might be playing at Pixel actually, which is interesting as well. Why he's normally want to do it is he's able to place his magnets around the room as the round goes on.
Bomb located by attackers.
Now here we see Want2 droning from the bottom floor actually. Just trying to find any defenders on the deep room, and here we have Vulcan actually flicking through cams. He's inside a bakery. He hasn't been spotted out, so he should be able to actually just get away with this and then come up later for a flank whenever he needs to. Want2 here actually don't seem to be attacking Cigar Lounge whatsoever. They have a Nomad which will allow them to stop any flanks coming through from this vigil, but it seems like they want to push the east side from the windows. This could leave them susceptible to run out, as I don't believe there is any air jab on the garage, so if Vigil wants to, he could impact here and then run out and try and get a kill onto the repelling player here. Certainly an interesting attack. You don't see it too often, players on the east repel solely in them just trying to push in from here. Only a minute 10 seconds remain, and no one has died so far except for the IQ and the sledge. As I say that, 2 people died. Very well played there from LAGr. Someone here will just spot out the Valkyrie as the LAGr finds his second kill for the round. It's now all down to a 2-on-5. Practically an unwinnable situation here, as all the defenders are in a perfect place to find some kills. Vigil though loses his life to a Claymore on the run out. Not ideal, but still 30 seconds left. Want2 don't have much to work with really. No map control whatsoever, all on the windows. Really not great for them. 20 seconds left. Thermite will have to do something rather than just watching an angle. Spots out the LAGr but doesn't actually see him. Smoke bolts will come out to try and cover their repel, but Thermite is taken down. Capital with a refrag, but with 4 seconds left will not be able to get any kills, taken out by the crossfire of LAGr, and there it is, a flawless map. Dominating win there for LAGr. Truly an excellent game from some of the players, especially Street, that on LAGr. Managed to go 15-2.